Beneath the endless Arctic ice, a drilling team expected nothing more than frozen air and silence. But instead, they uncovered something alive in its stillness: massive ancient predators, sealed in ice for 20,000 years. And what waited inside those creatures was never meant to be found. It began on the desolate Siberian Arctic shelf, 1,500 miles north of Alaska, a place so cold and isolated that even the bravest explorers rarely set foot there. In the summer of 2023, a joint American and Russian research team arrived to study ancient climate patterns. Their mission was simple: extract deep ice cores to read Earth's frozen history. For 16 days, the work went as planned. Each drilled section revealed more layers of ancient atmosphere, until on the 17th day, something strange happened. The drill met resistance. Not rock, not permafrost, but something dense and organic. The sound changed, dull and heavy, echoing through the ice. When the core sample surfaced, it wasn't crystal white, it was dark. And inside that darkness, faint shapes stirred. A curve like a rib, a jagged outline like teeth. The researchers stared in silence. Their instruments were meant for air bubbles, not for creatures. But one scientist, Dr. Sarah Mitchell, looked closer and whispered, "That's not supposed to be here." Word spread quickly, and what began as a climate expedition turned into a full-scale excavation. Over 3 weeks, the team carefully extracted 17 massive ice blocks from beneath the Arctic shelf. Each one was heavier than a small car. Within them, the outlines of long bodies and powerful jaws became visible under the floodlights. Once transported to a temporary facility, the thawing process began under strict control. What emerged left everyone speechless. These weren't fossils. These were bodies, flesh, organs, even veins still visible beneath translucent skin. The creatures had been frozen in motion, jaws wide as if mid-hunt, eyes still glinting beneath layers of frost. The team counted 56 individual predators from multiple species, all from the same layer of ice. How they ended up there together was a mystery, but their preservation was so perfect it was almost unnatural, as if the ice had locked time itself. One of the biologists wrote in his field journal, "It felt like they could wake up." The first specimen examined stunned the world, a colossal marine reptile, eerily similar to a pliosaurus. But pliosaurs were believed to have gone extinct 70 million years ago. Yet this creature's flesh told a different story. It had lived just 20,000 years ago, when mammoths still roamed the tundra. The beast stretched 42 feet from snout to tail, with a skull nearly 7 feet long. Its teeth were dagger-like, curved inward, designed to crush bone and hold struggling prey. Scientists estimated its bite force at 15,000 pounds per square inch, nearly 4 times stronger than a great white shark. Next came the second creature, a monstrous shark, longer than a bus, weighing over 12,000 pounds. Its teeth, 7 inches long and serrated like saw blades, hinted at a brutal diet. Unlike the extinct megalodon, this predator had adapted to cold waters. Its flesh contained traces of antifreeze compounds that prevented its blood from freezing solid. And then the third, a giant predatory seal, 18 feet long, with a skull built for bone-crushing power. It had forward-facing eyes like a wolf's, perfect for tracking prey in the darkness. But its front flippers told a darker story. They bore curved claws, sharp enough to grip. No modern seal has claws like that. To understand how these predators existed, scientists looked back 20,000 years to the last glacial maximum. The world was locked in ice. Sea levels were nearly 400 feet lower than today. What are now deep coastlines were once valleys and basins, isolated from the open ocean. In those hidden waters, fed by volcanic heat vents, life thrived. Hydrothermal vents created warm refuges beneath the ice, pockets of ocean where fish, seals, and even whales could survive. And in these forgotten sanctuaries, the ancient predators reigned. Dr. Patricia Gomez from the Scripps Institution analyzed preserved stomach contents from several specimens. Inside the marine reptile, she found bones from a juvenile marine mammal, something no one believed existed in that era. The shark's last meal was a massive seal, torn apart with surgical precision. The predatory seal, on the other hand, had fed on large fish and strange bird bones, resembling those of ancient penguins. It was clear these were not remnants of extinction. They were survivors, rulers of a secret ocean kingdom trapped beneath the Arctic ice. But what truly horrified scientists were the adaptations these creatures possessed. The marine reptile's jaws could crush through metal. Its teeth were interlocking, forming a cage once they closed. Prey had no escape. The more they studied the skull, the more unnatural it seemed. These weren't random evolutionary traits. They were perfect tools for killing. The shark was no less terrifying. Its mouth contained 7 rows of replacement teeth, regenerating faster than any modern species. Each row developed within days, ensuring that no broken tooth ever dulled its bite. Even the edges of the teeth were chaotic, jagged and uneven, designed to rip, not slice. The seal's design bordered on monstrous. Its clawed flippers could hold prey like hands, pinning victims before delivering a fatal bite. Its eyesight was adapted for pitch darkness, with massive pupils and reflective retinas that amplified even the faintest shimmer of light. These predators hunted through endless nights beneath the frozen surface, unseen and unstoppable. Researchers began calling them the silent apex. But then came the discovery that changed everything. When scientists analyzed muscle fibers from the frozen tissue, they found something completely new, a biological antifreeze compound 100 times more potent than anything found in modern ice fish. This mysterious substance allowed the predator's blood to remain liquid at sub-zero temperatures, functioning even when seawater itself had frozen. It was as if evolution had designed them specifically to survive in an environment no other creature could endure. Yet here was the problem. Such an adaptation should take millions of years to develop. But according to the fossil record, these species were extinct long before the Arctic Ocean formed. The timelines didn't fit. Evolution didn't fit. Nothing did. Dr. Sarah Mitchell, one of the lead researchers, described it best. It's like finding an iPhone in a medieval castle. It works, it's real, but it shouldn't exist. Speculation spread like wildfire. Were these creatures remnants of a hidden lineage that escaped extinction? Or had they evolved in isolation, in pockets of ocean cut off from the rest of the world? Whatever the truth, one fact was clear. Our understanding of prehistory had just been torn apart. Just when the team thought they had seen everything, they made one final discovery that froze the room in silence. Inside the stomach of the largest marine reptile, they found something unmistakably human. Among the digested remains were fragments of a carved bone tool and a worked stone blade, artifacts belonging to early humans, dating back 20,000 years. That meant our ancestors weren't just living near these predators, they were encountering them. Ancient legends from Arctic tribes suddenly took on terrifying new meaning. Myths of monstrous sea beasts that dragged hunters beneath the ice. Tales of coastal villages destroyed by creatures from the deep. Stories once dismissed as superstition now sounded like eyewitness accounts. In caves across Siberia and Alaska, ancient carvings depict men in small boats facing enormous, long-necked creatures with gaping jaws. The shapes match perfectly with the predators found in the ice. Our ancestors had seen them, and they had feared them. We've explored less than 5% of Earth's oceans. 95% remains a mystery. And in that darkness, where no human light has ever reached, the silence might not be empty at all. Maybe, just maybe, the monsters our ancestors feared are waiting for the ice to break again.